This is Dr. Vaishali, and I'm reading from the book Substance of Homeopathy, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran, and chapter number 25, Illustrative Cases, case number 7. Mr. An, age of 29 years, came with the complaint of bronchial asthma. Since several years, the attack would come on very frequently, starting between 2 to 3 a.m. The attack could be induced by anxiety. During the attack, the patient felt very weak, did not like to be disturbed, was very intolerant of noise, very anxious and restless. During the attack, yet he sits still. He feels lost, does not know what is happening, feels choked up, and finds swallowing difficult. Often during attack, he would wonder if he would survive the attack. The patient was doing textile business and felt his partner had cheated on him, and he felt very bad as the partner was a close friend. After his loss, he started learning to work with a computer. He now conducts computer classes. His greatest grief, he says, are the death of his mother when he was very young and heavy business losses he had for twice. He suppressed his anger most time, but at the time of burst out, craving sour, fat, spicy food and the fruits. Dream of the dead person. Now, analysis of case. I had given him staphysagria initially with no effect. On studying the case again, recognizing the following feature, the complaint come in attacks, the breathlessness, the anger, etc. He feels suppressed yet sensitive. These features belongs to the malarial miasm. Along with his appreciation, the rubric respiration asthmatic after midnight and 3 a.m. and cough after midnight led me to China and arsenic. I could see that he had feature of both the chitted feeling of arsenicum and the harassed feeling of China. The craving for spicy, sour, and fruit also fitted into the China and arsenic. However, the specific features disturb aversion to being belongs to the Chininum arsenicosum. This is very well known malarial remedy. It has also other feature periodic asthmatic attack with a great prostration, which is mentioned in the Fatak Materia Medica, and censorious with the dearest friends, and restlessness with the exhaustion, which is mentioned in the synthetic repertory. The main feeling of this case is harassed, like of a China, and the betrayed by like a arsenic by someone, but it is betrayed by someone, but he is unable to do anything about it, and hence suppress the feeling, only letting it out in attack when things gets too much. This is a prominent feature of the malarial miasm, which lies between the acute and psychotic miasm. The acute feature is the sudden great anxiety and weak collapse condition, which look very threatening, while the psychotic feature is the feeling of dependence, which compel him to suppress his feelings constantly without being able to retaliate. The patient was given Chininum arsenicosum, tannum, with which the frequency of the attack greatly diminished. He remained free of attack for 6 months, and then he had quite a bad one which responded promptly to the Chininum arsenicosum. Incidentally, the patient's father, who came later for very severe eczema and also improved dramatically under the medicine Chininum arsenicosum. One of the most satisfying results I have seen in my practice, the patient's sons also needed the Chininum arsenicosum, with which his asthma disappeared completely. Now, case number 8. Dr. Dr. Miss BK, age 24 years old, homeopathic physician, came with the complaint of asthma since the age of 7 during the exams, relieved by sitting bent forward. She feels very weak during the attack. She has always been very tense before exams and important engagement, and trembling when nervous, especially before viva and meeting. She has a marked fear of dog, 3 marks, and of darkness. When she goes out, she has a constant feeling that people are looking at her. She cannot eat at the parties on account of this feeling. Describing her nature, she wrote in the case record that she is proud and lead the life of an obedient, sincere, hardworking person. She is very shy, very serious, lack of confidence, and is very much concerned as to what other thinks of her. She has a marked fear of failure. She is obstinate, fastidious, much affection affected by the disorder, simple, and feels she cannot adjust in a large family after marriage. Her prospective in-laws want to start a nursing home for her. They have a high expectation of me, and I doubt my capability. She is irritable and before the menses. Now dreams were missing the train and therefore late for the exams. And I don't see the timetable properly and therefore prepare for the wrong subject. She craves chocolates and ice cream. She has a profuse perspiration on the back, forehead, and palm, staining yellow and sometimes indelible. Menses is stain difficult to wash off. Occasionally, breast tenderness before menses. On examination, nails are ribbed vertically and have a white spot on them. The sole of the feet are cracked. Now, analysis of this case is what? The case was strong, has a strong psoric and psychotic component, thus falling into the ringworm miasm. She has a psychotic feature on the one hand, fastidious, indelible stain left by discharge, while on the other hand, the fearful aspect seeking security and protection. She tries to live up to the expectations at a time and hence get highly nervous, but at other time she just feels that she cannot do it. The feature of struggling for the while and then giving up is the characteristic of the ringworm miasm. As on the one hand, we have feature of performance, especially with the respect to exam, and on the other, there is a need for security and protection. I gave her the calculus silicata, 10M, and there was a remarkable changes in her mental outlook and complete disappearance of the asthma.